is my boy Ed. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I didn't see you because you're, are you doing yoga? Yeah, I'm doing yoga. This upward dog. I don't know if you remember, but I was having a bit of an existential crisis, and so I wasn't sure what I needed to do in my life, and one of the things I realized is I should be doing more yoga, so I'm gonna do yoga throughout the course of this episode. I hope that's all right with you. And if it's not, I think you can just look away because it's my body and my choice, so I'm gonna do what I want to do. Is that cool? Yeah, that's cool. I think yoga is a terrific way to calm the mind, stretch the body out, and just relax and feel wonderful. So I think that's a great idea. And on a similar note, in terms of things that relax us, I often find that if I overthink something, I like the situation less. And so one of the things I used to overthink was winter. You always hear people who have very strong opinions like, oh, the summer's too short, oh, the winter's too long. But it wasn't until my daughter was born that I was taught something incredibly important, and she taught me it. Her philosophy is basically, if it's sunny, go outside and play in the sun. If it's snowy and freezing, go outside and play in the snow. And so, no matter what, you just go and enjoy the thing that's happening. If it's pouring rain, go outside and splash in the rain. And because of that, I've spent many years now joyfully going outside for the entirety of winter. And so a book like this one, The Snowflake, is another good reminder that joy can be found anywhere that you are taking the time to look for it. The Snowflake. High in the sky one winter's night, a snowflake was made. She wheeled and skipped and twirled between the clouds. Whee! She squealed. Only soon she began to fall. I don't want to fall, said the snowflake. You're supposed to fall, said a cloud. That's what snowflakes do. But I don't want to, pleaded the snowflake. Help me, cloud, stop me from falling. You'll find your way, replied the cloud. Good luck. The snowflake wasn't too sure. She twisted this way, and that way and this way. Tumbling as she fell, the snowflake grew dizzy. Far away in a town nestled between the hills, a little girl named Noelle and her grandpa, Pappy, were walking home. Noelle's breath puffed into the cold, crisp air. I wonder if it will snow tonight, she thought. The snowflake fell over tree-dotted hillsides. She drifted over valleys and streams. She hoped she would soon stop falling when she came across a place that looked promising. But every time the snowflake thought she was about to land, the wind whisked her onwards. There was nothing she could do. The snowflake passed many windows that glowed through the evening light. In one window sat a tree strung with lights, and on top a bright star shimmered. For a moment, the snowflake forgot all about falling. Oh, to be the star on that glistening little tree, she thought. Noelle saw that window too. The tree was decorated in every color, and on top its star shone brightly. They passed many more windows with trees in them, each one different, each one beautiful. Then, not far from home, Noelle found a branch beside the path. My own little tree, she said. High above, the air grew colder, the sky grew darker, the wind blew harder, and the snowflake rushed along with it. She wondered if she would ever find a place to land. Then through the wind she heard laughter. There were more like her, more snowflakes. They danced and swirled in the night air together. They were joined by even more snowflakes that rushed along, in and out and around one another. They were never next to each other for very long, and each snowflake was different. But one way or another, they were all falling, and this made the snowflake feel much better. When Noelle arrived home, she got to work. Her mommy took down some old boxes and paper, and together with Pappy, Noelle decorated the tree. They used many different colors, just like the tree in the window. They made some paper snowflakes, too. Noelle put the tree outside where she could see it. She hoped that its little branches might soon be covered with real snow. But as Noelle went up to bed, she felt that there was something else missing from her tree. Something important, only she wasn't quite sure what it was. Meanwhile, high above the house, The sky was swirling, drifting, circling, falling. "Nearly there," whispered the cloud. When Noelle woke the next morning, the world felt different. Everything was brighter, quieter, softer. Then as she climbed out of bed, she remembered, "My little tree," she said. And Noelle gasped, for every rooftop, every hillside, and every tree had grown white. One special snowflake had settled on the very top of Noelle's little tree. "I did it," said the snowflake. "I found a way to stop falling." And she felt very proud. As Noelle danced into the morning light, the snowflake caught the sun brightly and shone like a star. What'd you think, Squish? Did you like the story? Yeah, of course I like the story. What a happy ending that the snowflake ends up on top of Noelle's tree. She must have been so excited, but I'll tell you this, it's something more important that I have to point out about this story. This story is basically it's like yoga if it was a story, because it's like you gotta clear your mind, and you gotta just accept what's happening, and you have to be able to move through things like you're a snowflake flying on the breeze, and you can make friends with clouds, but that doesn't really happen when I'm practicing yoga. But it could, and that'd be amazing if I was just friends with clouds all of a sudden. That would be amazing. And I think you make a good point. Right? The ability to accept a circumstance that we are no longer able to control is the only option that makes sense. Thank you, Squish. Terrific insight. Now, did you ask some questions for this episode? You know it, buddy. I sure did. And we're just going to jump right into it because I think you're really going to like the answers. Okay, well, what do you think snowflakes sound like?
And it goes so fast underground and pour everywhere.
Oh my golly, you tell me the snowflakes explode? I was imagining that they sounded like this. Well, no, it's what I really think. It's what I really think. Thanks. Okay, what's something that you're afraid of?
Volcanoes.
Wait, hold on. You're afraid of volcanoes? Why are you afraid of volcanoes?
Because they explode.
I mean, that's fair, but lots of things can explode. But have you ever fallen into a volcano?
No.
Oh, good. That would be terrible. You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of the idea that someday I would spill so much food onto my shirt, onto my tuxedo, that then all the other animals in the world would come over trying to eat my tuxedo. Does that seem like a thing I should be afraid of? Should I be afraid of it?
No.
Okay. I'm no longer afraid of it. Hey, thank you. Well, I really did like the answers. Those are terrific answers. Thanks so much for sharing. Oh, wait. You're really going through all the poses, aren't you? You're doing downward dog right now, aren't you? Yeah, but it's kind of hard to talk when I'm a downward dog, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching the show. While that is normally my line, who am I to argue with Squish? Have a wonderful day, everybody. Okay, I have two super quick questions for you. First, what do you like to do in the snow? What's really fun to do in the snow?
I like to have snowball fights.
Snowball fights? I think I'd be pretty good at that, but do you think I'd be good at it?
No.
Oh, well, maybe I wouldn't be good at it. I don't know. I've never done it before, but I'd like to try it at least. Okay, and why do you think that snowball was... not snowball. I got snowballs on the brain. Well, I wanted to know why you thought the snowflake was scared of falling.
Because it was tumbling upside down sometimes.
I mean, that's deep. That's metaphorically very deep, but it's also literally very true. If I was tumbling upside down, I'd be like, ah, 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 ah. Do you want to yell with me? Ah, ah, ah.